turning up the heat on the government's proposed pasty tax. Bakers take to Westminster to protest against the extending of VAT to freshly baked goods and deliver a petition of 300,000 names to the government. The signatures were gathered by the National Association of Master Bakers and the High Street bakery Greggs.
Well, the aim of today is very simply to make sure that the Prime Minister and the Chancellor know that over 500,000 people are absolutely furious about this and want this tax, which is going to put prices of savouries up by 20%. They want that stopped. They don't want this to go ahead. And this is a time when the government really needs to be stimulating growth. So we don't want prices of everyday food going up. We want to try and help give the consumer confidence that actually they should be spending again. We want to get more jobs created and we want to get more shops opening on the high streets. And this tax has the potential to actually do exactly the reverse.
And the Greggs chief exec was joined in Whitehall by several of the bakery's staff from shops around the country.
I think in this current climate our consumers do not need to have extra VAT. We don't agree with it on our savouries, and that's why we're here to support the petitions that everybody has signed in our shops.
Because as a company ours is all freshly baked, it's not sold as hot, so I don't think we should be having it on there.
The bakers were due to march from Pudding Lane in the City of London all the way to here in Westminster, but after advice from the police they decided on a static, peaceful demonstration right here on Whitehall, right opposite number 10.
And it wasn't just Greggs employees present at the protest. Several regional bakeries had also made the trip to London, and one group that had had the longest journey was the Pie People, a family-owned business from North Yorkshire who were sceptical about the practicality of enforcing the new tax.
It's just an impossible tax to please, really. For example, if we'd sold pasties 2 weeks ago in Scarborough, when Scarborough was 17 degrees, we'd have been okay selling them without VAT. But if we'd sold the same products in Newcastle that day, which Newcastle ambient temperature was 16 degrees, we'd have had to charge VAT on them.
The Treasury has so far refused to change course on the plans, saying that as VAT is already charged on most hot food, extending it to pies and pasties is simply closing a loophole. But if the mood among bakers protesting in Westminster is anything to go by, the government may have to roll with a few more punches if they are to push through this new legislation.